says I'm live here. Let's see if I am. Yes, I am. Wait for a few people to show up. See if we get anybody this late at night here. It's been a while since I did this, and it looks like YouTube had changed some things on me in Creator Studio. That kind of had me confused a little bit. It looked like the interface had changed a little bit for streaming, so shows I have one viewer. Let's see if anybody else joins in or not. Give it just a little bit here, and I'm turning the volume down on my computer. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get going with this, and if people join in afterwards, that's great. Let me just make one note here real quick, and then I'll get right back to it. Okay. So it's been a while since I've streamed. I know, I apologize for that. Work interfering with things and all that, but I have been doing some gameplay and all that. I am still waiting on Dugout Steps Baseball PC to release. I have bugged that developer to no end to get various status reports on that, and now the latest is that he's at the very end on development for that, so hopefully that comes out sooner rather than later, and I'm hoping before opening day, preferably for baseball. But we do have somebody in the chat. Hello, Ken Castro. Good evening. How are you tonight? So yeah, so hopefully that's coming out, and I can go live with that sooner rather than later. That's one thing I've been waiting on. So, but right now, let's get down to tonight's stream, shall we? I played this before. It's called Dynasty League Baseball Online. It's based off a board game called Dynasty League Baseball, which also used to be known, I believe, as Pursue the Pennant, and has spawned a couple other variations of cards and dice baseball games that are out there. One I know is like something like Online Baseball League or something like that. I'm not entirely sure what it's called. That's good to hear that you're doing well. So yeah, and I've played this before, off and on, and it's nice. And what is really nice is the fact that they have gone to where now it used to be where you could only play in Internet Explorer using what is called Silverlight, which was a annoying pain in the butt, considering you have to have one of the latest Internet Explorer browsers there is, and you have to get Silverlight, and Silverlight has to support your browser, which is more often than not Internet Explorer. And well, recently they have released in beta a new client for playing this game called the Unity client, which allows you to play in other browsers like Mozilla Firefox, Safari, Google Chrome, all of those. And they're doing some exciting stuff to where eventually you will be able to play on the iPad or an Android tablet. So that is good to hear. And I'm going to show this off to you tonight. It's basically, it is a subscription-based game. You do pay by the month, by every few months, by a year, I believe. And how much, depending how much you want to subscribe for, is how much you're basically based upon how much you're willing to pay. But you get a lot of seasons in it. You get greatest teams. And I'm going to show you this by setting up basically a one-game series. You can set up a series with a computer, or you can set up a series to play with friends online. And that's how that goes. But I'm going to set up against the computer manager here. And let's create new series. Now we have the option of going with creating the 2019 World Series and picking either Houston or Washington to be my team. I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'm going to go and I'm going to pick, you can select, you can go down here, create series versus computer manager, and you can select from a bunch of years all the way back to 1924. And then you select your year, and then you select your team. Well, I'm going to stay with 2019, and I'm going to have my team be Texas. And I think for fun here, to show this off, I'm going to stay with 2019, and I'm going to give a shout out to Beatles Eternally. I wish he was here tonight. And I'm going to pick the Pittsburgh Pirates as the computer team. Now, here is where you can set up, if you want this to be a multi-game series. I'm going to leave it at a single game, but to show you the choices, you can have a 2-game series, a 3-game series, a 4-game series, a best of 5 game playoff series, or a best of 7 game playoff series. You can also dictate whether your team is the home team or the away team. And you can dictate when the date that you want the series to start on. I'm going to leave it at April 1st, 2020. And you can also set whether the game is a day game or a night game, and I'm going to leave it as a night game. So, and down here where it says team roster, you notice it says to view this content, please install Microsoft Silverlight. That eventually is going to go away when they upgrade that part to be used with Unity. But not to worry, because we are going to go into the game here in just a moment as soon as I create the game / series, which I have just done. So we have in the top left corner over here, you see current series game versus computer, Texas 2019 versus Pittsburgh 2019 single game, today at 10:54 p.m., which is the time. Now you can either join the game or suspend the game. You suspend the game. The game will get suspended automatically if you don't join after a certain amount of time, and what that means is it's just suspended. You can resume it later on if you have to stop for any reason. That's always there for you. But right now we're going to join the game. And right now, because this is in beta, you have the option of using Silverlight still, or using Unity beta for Chrome, Firefox, Safari, or Edge. Well, when this Unity client becomes fully released after beta, Silverlight's not going to be available anymore. They're not going to support Silverlight anymore because Silverlight's dropping support for browsers. So it's just going to be Unity. So we're just going to use Unity. Click on that, and we are going to join in on the game. It looks like we do have a few viewers here. So welcome to those that are here viewing but not chatting. Feel free to chat if you want to. So the game is loading up slowly but surely here. And here we go. So now the view is outside the ballpark, and this is a old picture of the Rangers ballpark, which they would update that. That kind of does bother me a little bit. But you see here it's Pittsburgh 2019 at Texas 2019, the ballpark at Arlington. And it shows the weather, 85 degrees and clear. Wind, 21 miles per hour, out. So basically it has already dictated what the weather is going to be. If you were playing the cards and dice version of this game, you would be doing manual dice rolls too and looking at weather charts to determine your weather. So it looks like we're going to have a clear night for baseball. That's good. We're going to enter the park. And it's coming up saying hot weather. This game is being played in hot weather. Both starting pitchers will have their endurance lowered. So that's just an advisory that that's going to happen. Now on this screen is your roster. You can switch players between majors and minor leagues. As you can see, there's 3 players in the minor leagues that I could go to if I wanted to. I could demote somebody and bring somebody up. And I can also move somebody to the DL if they're hurt. I'm not going to do that. There's no reason for me to. There's nobody on the disabled list. So I'm just going to click OK and go through this. Now here's where you select your starting pitcher. And there's various factors to consider, but to make it simple, I'm just going to go with Mike Minor as my starting pitcher. So I click on his name, I hit select Minor, Mike Minor pops up in the box, and you hit OK. So now it comes to the lineup screen. Now you can set your starting lineup. You can have the computer give you assistance with a lineup. You can load a last lineup if you've saved one. You can also use these buttons here to move a player up or down in the lineup. You can also view the opposing lineup. If you click this box, it will come up. And so you can then hit OK to go back to your lineup. So for this one, I'm just going to get computer assistance and let the computer pick a lineup for me. And then let's see if that causes the computer to do a lineup. No, it does not. I wish it would. Okay. Alright. So now that we have selected a lineup, hello, Al Red Sox fan. Welcome to my stream tonight. It's good to see you here. So now that we've selected a lineup and done all that, we just hit OK. Waiting for opponent to select starting lineup, and then it will take you into the game screen. And as you can see, the play-by-play box is over here. And that's where it will show all your play-by-play information. The play-by-play is really, really detailed. Really, really detailed, as you will see going through this. Now, one thing I like about this new Unity client is it allows you to go into full screen, which I'm going to do right now. There's this little button in the bottom right corner that will take you in and out of full screen. So, we are going to be in full screen for the duration of this game, or how much ever we play this game on tonight's stream. Hopefully we get through a good bit of it. Now, in this game, you basically are managing one team against either someone online or against the computer manager, which means you are making all the decisions for your team. So as you can see, Mike Minor has completed his warm-up tosses, and we are set for the first pitch. But it tells you before that it's hot 85 degrees under clear skies. The wind is blowing 21 miles per hour out. The hot weather is going to slightly reduce the endurance of the starting pitchers today. That's what the play-by-play announcer is saying. So to start the top of the first, we have Kevin Newman leading it off for the Pittsburgh Pirates. They'll face Mike Minor. So we come down here and we hit pitch. And Minor toes the rubber, the pitch, and the roll is 0-4-0. Now that indicates the play result on the card that they check for. It's read as a 3-digit number, 040. So digit numbers go from all the way from 000 to 999. And in that case, it was a pop-up to Guzman, and he makes the play over there. So there's one out. Ronald Guzman at first made the play. You can hover over any fielder and their card will pop up in detail to show you what the card looks like here and the various result numbers that can be shown. Minor has his own card as well. Now here's the thing, is that let's take a look at Guzman's card again. If the number is within the range of 000, 000 to 499, then that result will be checked on the batter's card. If it is in the range of 500 to 999, it's off of the pitcher's card. And then Ken Castro says, Robbie, like Replay PC, both games have extensive stats, right? Yes, they do, but this one is a 3-dice roll system. 3-dice roll system, and then there's various charts for various things that we'll get into as we go along here. There's also various ratings for the players, like, and I can probably show you, I can click on, let's see if I can click on Minor. There we go. Bring up Mike Minor's card in full detail here. His endurance is 30. Pickoff hold is 4B plus 1. He has a range of C plus. So there's various ratings. He has a bulk rating of A, a wild pitch rating of A, bunting rating of D. So there's various ratings that come into it, as well as stats on the cards that come into play. And there's various stats that you can see, like in the simulation here for the simulated series. It'll show his stats, simulation opponent batting, and this game, as well as his 2019 splits, 2019 stats from the actual 2019 season. So quite some detail there. So we move along here with one out, and Brian Reynolds is the next hitter for the Pittsburgh Pirates. So we pitch again. The roll comes up a 5-3-5. So that's coming off Mike Minor's card, and it is a chance at a hit, a strikeout, or a walk. And it's a strikeout. So that refers to that particular result was off one of the charts, and there's a percentage chance for each result. I wish it would stay up there long enough so you could actually see it, but there's a percentage chance on some charts of a result occurring. And in that case, it's a strikeout, so 2 away. Starling Marte comes to bat, and the roll is a 9.63, and that's a walk off of Mike Minor's card. So Marte reaches at first. Wasn't Newman the leadoff batter? Yes, Newman was. And then Brian Reynolds bats second, and he struck out. Then Starling Marte has just walked. Josh Bell is now the hitter, 2 outs. And so we pitch to Josh Bell. And the roll comes up 4.59, and that's a hard ground out. Ball to shortstop. Andrews tosses over to Odor, and the inning is over. So the Pittsburgh Pirates do not score any runs, and we go to the bottom of the first. So now the Rangers will come to bat in this game, and now is where you have a few more decisions to make. You can go ahead and swing away, or you can bunt, and Shin-Soo Choo will lead it off, and I'm just going to swing away against Musgrove here. That's who they threw out to pitch for the Pirates, Musgrove. So here we go. Choo swings, and there is a double. Choo has hit a double. So that's a good start for Texas. And now Danny Santana comes to bat. Every time a new batter comes up, you will see their statistics for that game, or even that series. If you're playing a series of games against the computer, it will keep stats for you. I was showing Guzman's card earlier because I wanted to demonstrate what the cards look like. Yeah. Danny Santana batting now with Choo on second. So now I can bunt, I can steal, or I can pinch hit if I want to, but no, I'm not going to pinch hit this early. I'm going to let Santana swing away. So here comes the pitch from Musgrove. 2.49 is a strikeout. And so 1 away here. And here comes Elvis Andrews to bat. Elvis Andrews swinging away. And this is a 0.59, which is a error potential. There's an 85% chance that this is no error. Short fly ball to left. Reynolds is charging hard. He's there, and he makes the catch. So no error. And there's 2 down. Now, with Nomar Mazara up, Musgrove has had an orange highlighter here. It says tough in a jam. That means that more than likely this is going to be the last out of the inning. We'll see though. Nomar Mazara comes to bat, and here comes the pitch from Musgrove. 3-3-4, and the pitch hits Mazara. So there's runners on first and second. And here comes Willie Calhoun. And so now Willie Calhoun pitches or hits here, and the pitch is a line out, an 0-0-7. That is going to be a line out to second baseman Frazier, and the inning is over. No runs, 1 hits, no errors. A couple men left on, and it's to the top of the second. No score. How are you all liking this so far? So we go to the top of the second here, And Melky Cabrera will lead things off for the Pittsburgh Pirates. And Minor will toe the rubber and pitch. 7-7-0 is a deep drive. It's a home run 43% of the chance time and 57% chance. And that is a home run for Melky Cabrera. So Cabrera homers to lead off the top of the second, and the Pittsburgh Pirates are up 1-0. The wind carried that ball right out of here. That homer traveled 393 feet. Adam Frazier will try to follow that up here. Minor pitches, and it's a 3-1-3. It's a ground ball to second. Odor picks it up, fires to first for the out, and there is one away. Can you roll your own dice at playing against the sim engine? I have not seen anything where you can. And while we're on, the subject of what you can do and what you cannot do, I will pause here to take the time to kind of address a couple negative caveats about this game that I have noticed. And one of the major one that really kind of gets to me is the fact that the only way you can play with a non-computer manager without having a computer manager is if you play against somebody online. You cannot play just solitaire where you manage both teams. I wish they would implement that, because this is, after all, based off a cards and dice game, because if you were playing the cards and dice game, you would be managing for both teams. So I wish they would introduce that instead of forcing you to play, if you're going to play solitaire, to play against a computer manager. That was Al Red Sox fan that asked that. So yeah, that's kind of a caveat about this game, and I feel like I'd be a irresponsible game streamer to not mention that, because it is kind of one of those things that I wish they would let you do. Elias Diaz is the next batter for the Pirates with one out. Minor kicks and deals, and it's a 3-7-1, and that is going to be a double. Down the left field line, it's a fair ball, and Diaz has himself a double. Jung Ho Kang comes to the plate. Minor stares at the runner. He pitches, and it's a 4-6-3, and that's a strikeout, 2 away. So the Rangers trying to get out of this particular situation. Jacob Stallings, the DH, is the batter. And here we go, Minor toughing a jam again. Here comes the 2-1 pitch, and it's a hard ground out, 6-3-9. Andrews fires to first. Guzman has it for the out, and the Rangers get it out of it, giving up only one run. Pittsburgh leads 1-0 going to the bottom of the second. How are y'all doing? Any other questions so far as we go along? This is kind of just a demo game, so I'm not really trying to broadcast too well. I just want to show this off kind of and see what y'all make of it. So the Rangers have Rougned Odor leading it off. And Musgrove will pitch to Odor. And it's a 4-2-3, which is a ground out. Ground ball to first. Bell makes a play. He'll take it himself for the out. And there's one away. Delino to Shields, the center fielder, up to the plate. And here is a swing. And here's a pitch from Musgrove. And the pitch 5-3-3. It's an umpire call. It's either a hit or an out. More than likely an out. Ground ball. It gets through into center field for a base hit. So DeShields reaches first, and here's Ronald Guzman now. Now I could hit and run. I could bunt, or I could hit and run if I wanted to. And as a matter of fact, I think with one out, I think I will hit and run here in this situation. So let's go hit and run. The payoff pitch. DeShields is off, and it's a walk, 197. So Ronald Guzman walks, and there's runners on first and second now. Jose Trevino is at the plate, and I'm going to hit and run again. Musgrove pauses and delivers. The runners take off, and it's a 7-0-2 deep drive. 25% of the time, it's a home run. Belted to left. Reynolds is going back. He has room and makes the catch. So it's just a long fly out. And there's two away. So now there's an opportunity to send DeShields on to third base, and I'm going to do so. Reynolds with the throw to third. Good chance of being safe. And he is safe. So runners on second and third. And here's Shin-Soo Choo again, 1 for 1 already. And Musgrove will pitch. And the delivery, outfield range, 597. This is either going to be a hit or an out. He doesn't get it. DeShields scores from third. Guzman comes around to score from second. Choo rounds first. And we are not going to send him. Cabrera's poor range allowed for that hit. And the Rangers take a 2-1 lead. So that's kind of how that goes. Here's Danny Santana now, again. And the pitch from Musgrove, the 1-1 pitch. And it's a 4-5-9. It's going to be a single. Single to right field. Choo comes around second. And I'm going to send him on to third with a good percentage chance of being safe. The throw doesn't have a chance. Choo isn't easily at third. And here comes Elvis Andrus. He's 0 for 1. And Musgrove sets and pitches. An 8-6-0. It's going to be a high fly out to left field. And that is the inning. But the Rangers get 2 runs. And they lead 2-1. Going to the third. What do you all think so far? Do you want me to play a bit more, or how are y'all doing here? And I will say this is a, while I'm waiting for kind of a response here, I will say this is a great, I like this game. It's fun for playing series against the computer if you don't have anybody to play online with necessarily. You can match up teams from different seasons if you want to and have what ifs. I can also show some of the other stuff that's on the site if you want me to. I can do that maybe in another stream sometime. But I guess while I'm waiting, we'll go ahead and go to the top of the third here. Kevin Newman, we're back to the top of the order, and Kevin Newman pitching for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Minor winds up and delivers, and it's going to be a base hit, 1-6-7. Base hit to left field, so Newman reaches, and here's Brian Reynolds. Minor will pitch to Reynolds. The pitch to the plate. It's going to be a double off the wall. A 3-9-5 is the roll. Reynolds is in easily at second with a double. Newman is around third, but he holds up. The computer does not elect to send him. Starling Marte comes to the plate. Nobody out. Minor struggling here a little bit in the third. And an 8-1-3 is a strikeout, so that is a big out right there. What is the cost? Off the top of my head, let me see if I can look this up here. I'm going to look this up, and I'm going to give you a figure. Because I'm not logged in on my iPad, which is what I'm using to watch my stream here. So, let's see. You get a 2-day free trial if you sign up. It's a subscription-based game, so okay, you get a 2-day free trial, and then you get everything for $14.95 a month, no hidden or extra fees for any teams or features. Or you can get 6 months for the discounted rate of $79.95. You save $9.75 every 6 months compared to the monthly price. So if you want to go the 6 months route, you pay nearly $80, or you can pay nearly $15 a month for a monthly subscription. But yeah, you get total access. You get access to every team already created for Dynasty League Baseball. This currently includes over 25 full seasons plus 83 of the greatest teams in history. And there's also other features like unlimited entry into greatest teams tournaments where you play games against other users online. And online leagues are available as well. You can run private leagues. You can join greatest teams leagues. Various things like that. I will put the link to the sign up page into the chat. That's what I will do. I'll put the link into the chat here for the sign up. For those of you that are interested, there you all go. And you all can have a look for yourselves there. So we are in the top of the third. There's one out, runners on second and third. Josh Bell is now the hitter, and Minor pitches to Bell, the 1-2 pitch. 0-3-5, it's going to be a pop out. Pop up, Guzman drifting over, and he makes the catch, 2 down. So another big out, keeping the runners right where they are. Melky Cabrera comes to the plate. He's already done damage in this game. And here's the full count delivery, and it's going to be a hard ground out. Smash on the ground to shortstop. Andrews rifles it to Guzman, and he has it for the out, and the Pirates do not score. We go to the bottom of the third. 2-1 Rangers. Alright, have a good night, Al. So we go to the bottom of the third, and Nomar Mazara will lead it off for the Rangers. Musgrove delivers the 3-1 pitch, and it's going to be a base hit. Base hit to right. So Mazara with the leadoff hit, and here's Willie Calhoun. And I think again, because I don't want to ground into a double play, I'm going to hit and run. Musgrove delivers, and it's a base hit. It's going to be a base hit to center. Mazara rounds second, and because I had him go, he has a good chance of being safe at third. Not close. Mazara's in easily at third, and they're on the corners with nobody out. So Rougned Odor comes to the plate, and with runners on the corners, I can hit and run again, so I think I will. Calhoun is going. Odor swings and misses a wicked curveball. That's strike three. Diaz throws to second, and he's out. Caught trying to steal second. Strike him out, throw him out, double play. So that's kind of the risk you take with that. 2 outs. And here's Delino to Shields now. The 0-2 pitch in field range, 5-4-6. And low chance of being safe. And that's an out to end the inning. So after 3, it's still 2-1 Rangers going to the 4th. Adam Frazier will lead it off for the Pirates. And I'll try to get this along to where I make pitching changes and all. Minor pitches, and there's a deep drive. It's a 7-1-9. Kiss that baby goodbye. Touch 'em all for Frazier, and this game is tied at 2. I did not mean to do that. Oops. So Pittsburgh has tied this game at 2, and Elias Diaz comes to the plate. And there's going to be a base hit into left field. So Diaz with a base hit, and still nobody out for Jung Ho Kang. Minor looks in for the sign. The 1-1 pitch. It's going to be a ground out. Andrews has it to second for 1, on to first, double play. So it's Win Killing. And there is 2 away for Jacob Stallings. Minor will pitch to Stallings. And it's a 9-2-9. That's going to be a soft ground ball to third. Santana charges, scoops, fires it to Guzman, and Stallings is out. But the game is tied at 2 as we go to the bottom of the 4th. Ronald Guzman will lead it off for the Rangers in a 2-2 game. Musgrove pitches, and this is an error potential, a 0-7-9. Guzman swings, ground ball right at second. Frazier has it, throws to first. Bell stretches and has it for the out. 1 away, so no error on the play. Jose Trevino will be the next batter. Musgrove delivers. Another error potential, 0-8-0. Musgrove scoops it, fires to first, and 2 away, so no error again. Shin-Soo Choo. We're back to the top of the order, and Shin-Soo Choo here. And it's a 148. That ball is shot to left center. It's going, gone. Choo hits a 442-foot home run, and the Rangers take a 3-2 lead. Danny Santana now up to the plate. The full count pitch, a 3-2-9 is a strikeout, and the inning comes to an end. But the Rangers, off the Shin-Soo Choo home run, get a 3-2 lead, going to the top of the fifth. Kevin Newman will lead it off for Pittsburgh. Minor looks in for the sign and delivers. And it's a 6-8-0. It's going to be a high fly out to right field. Lazara's under it. He bobbles it but recovers for the catch, and there's one away. Brian Reynolds comes to the plate, 1 for 2 tonight. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Minor. And the pitch hits him, a 3-0-7 roll. And so Reynolds will scoot on down to first without much issue. Starling Marte is the next hitter. Minor. Oh wait, no, a pinch hitter. Liriano is going to pinch hit, and it's a 9-1-1, and that is a base hit to center field. So Reynolds is going for third. We're going to try to throw anyway, and Reynolds is easily into third. Josh Bell is the hitter. Oh, Liriano is warming up in the pen, excuse me. So, yeah, so they have somebody warming up in their pen. Notice we don't have anybody in ours. So, with one out, runners on the corners here. Minor in a little jam. And here's the pitch. 7-3-6, a deep drive. Blast to left field. That may go. It does. Bell with the home run. And that one will put Pittsburgh ahead. Five to 3 now. Melky Cabrera, 1 for 2. He's homered in this game. Minor, not looking too strong right now. We're going to try to get him through this inning, the 3-2 pitch. And there's a walk. And I think, I think Minor may be on a short leash here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click bullpen. And the bullpen screen will come up. And here you have all sorts of options for your pitchers, and you can warm pitchers up from here. So we're in the 5th inning, so I'd like Minor to be able to finish it, but I'm going to warm up Chavez. So I click his name, I click warm up Chavez, and he's warming up. Also warm up Sean Kelly. So I have 2 guys warming up in the bullpen. They're not ready yet, so I'm not going to put anybody in. I'm going to let Minor pitch to Frazier here. And there's another walk, 185, so this is starting to unravel pretty quickly here for Mike Minor. Elias Diaz is the hitter now. And Minor gets a sign from Trevino, the payoff pitch. 8-4-3 is a strikeout. And there's 2 away, so maybe Minor gets out of this. Jung Ho Kang at the plate with 2 outs. And there's an infield range check. 5-4-7 was the roll. Better chance of being an out. Speared by Santana. And the Rangers get out of it, but they give up 3 runs. And we're halfway through the game. It is 5-3 Pittsburgh. Elvis Andrus will lead it off for the Rangers. My pitchers, as you notice, have sat down. So what I'm going to do, I think that is going to be all for Mike Minor tonight. I'm going to warm up Jesse Chavez. I'm going to warm up the same 2 again and have them warming up. I can see Liriano still in the bullpen. And so, 3-2 pitch to Andrus is an error check. Andrus swings, chopper towards the mound. Musgrove has it, guns it to first. Bell has it for the out, no error, 1 away. Nomar Mazara is the hitter. And the pitch from Musgrove. Another error check, 0-9-4. This is like literally not going to be an error. And Cabrera has it for the out, 2 away. Willie Calhoun with 2 outs here. Musgrove delivers, infield range, 5-7-3, grounder deep into the hole, shortstop Newman dives for it. The ball skips past his glove, that's a single to left field. So the tying man coming to the plate for the Rangers, Rougned Odor. And Liriano is coming in for Pittsburgh now. Here in the bottom of the 5th. So the computer's made a pitching change. And I'm going to have Odor swing away here. And he walks, 1-9-3. So runners on first and second for the Rangers. And here comes Delino to Shields. The pitch from Liriano is an 8-0. That's a strikeout. And the Rangers do absolutely nothing but lay a goose egg. And we head to the 6th. 5-3 Pittsburgh. Jacob Stallings will lead it off. But it will not be against Minor. His day is going to be done. We're going to click substitutions. And as you can see, our pitchers that are warming up are in green down here. I'm going to click on Jesse Chavez. And I'm going to hit pitching change Chavez for Minor. And then hit OK. And Chavez is in the game. He rarely walks off the leadoff. Walks the leadoff man, as it says here, so that's good for us. Jacob Stallings will lead it off and face Chavez. And it's a 7-9-3. That's a strikeout. 1 away. Kevin Newman is the next batter. Chavez is ready. The 2-1 pitch. 0-4-3. That's an error check. But this is literally like not going to be an error, I think. Short fly ball to left. Calhoun has it. 2 away. Brian Reynolds, 1 for 2 on the night. He hit, and Chavez steals, and it's a strikeout. 7-5-0. And the inning is over. 1-2-3. We go to the bottom of the 6th. The Rangers trail 5-3. Ronald Guzman will lead it off. And here's a 3-0 pitch. And there is a walk to lead things off, a 2-1-8. So Guzman walks, and the tying man coming to the plate for the Rangers. Jose Trevino is the next batter. And I'm going to hit and run here because I need to make sure I don't ground into a double play. Guzman takes off. 9-4-6. Foul pop behind first. And there's one away as Frazier is able to get to that one before it reaches foul territory. 1 up. Shin-Soo Choo is the batter. And I'm going to hit and run yet again. Guzman is going. And there we go. Ground out. Hard ground out. 6-3-2. Frazier fields it, throws to first. Bell has it for the out. Guzman moves up to second, so we avoid the double play doing that. And that's what I prefer to do, is to try to ground into as few double plays as possible in a game. So I like to move the runners whenever I have a guy on first. I like to hit and run. Danny Santana is the hitter now. And there's an error check. Routine ground to the third. It takes a hop and hits King in the chest. He's got it back and throws to first. Santana gets there first, and he's safe, and they're on the corners. With 2 outs, and here's Elvis Andrus. Liriano going to pitch to Andrus. And it's a hard ground out, a 3-0-0. And that is the inning. We go to the 7th. The Rangers still trail 5-3 in this one, in this demo game. Hope you all are enjoying this. Gonna get through as much more here. We only have 3 more innings, so we'll finish this one out and see how everybody likes it. Starling Marte is the hitter to lead things off for the Pirates. And there's a high fly out to left field. Calhoun drifts over and makes the catch. 1 away. Josh Bell 1 for 3 on the night. Chavez looks in for the sign. The payoff pitch. And there is going to be a base hit to center field. So Bell reaches, and here's Melky Cabrera 1 for 2 on the night. And we're pitching to Cabrera. And it's a high fly out. In the air to right, Mazzara calls for it and makes the catch. 2 away. Adam Frazier 1 for 2. He's homered in this game as well, so we have to watch out for that. Chavez pitches, and it's going to be a pop out. Odor settles under it and makes the catch, and the Pirates do nothing in the top of the 7th. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Rangers still trailing 5-3. Nomar Mazzara to lead it off for the Rangers here. Liriano is the pitcher still for the Pirates, and it's going to be a high fly out. High fly ball to right. Cabrera camps under it and makes the catch for the out. 1 away. Willie Calhoun 2 for 3 on the night. Rangers really need to get something going here. And that's going to be an 0-2-0, a pop out to Bell at first, and there's 2 away. Rougned Odor 0 for 2. Liriano pitches to him, and it's going to be a hard ground out to end the inning. So the Rangers go quietly 1-2-3, and we go to the top of the 8th. 5-3 Pittsburgh. Elias Diaz leads it off for Pittsburgh, and I'm going to leave Chavez in there. He's doing all right so far. Chavez will pitch to Diaz. Foul or out, or foul out. Guzman. Now Odor is calling for it. It's in the stands. And so it's a foul ball. So we'll pitch to him again. The 3-2 pitch. Deep drive to left. It's got a chance. It's going to be off the wall. Diaz motors into second with a double, so not a home run in this situation. But here's Jung Ho Kang now with runner on second and nobody out. The 1-1 pitch, and it's going to be a double. Loop down the left field line. No one is going to get to this one. Calhoun has it now, but Kang is already on into second with a double. Diaz scores, and the Pirates now lead 6-3. Jacob Stallings with Kang on at second here, nobody out. The full count pitch, and it's going to be a base hit to center field. And Chavez now starting to have trouble. Kang scores from second, and it is 7-3 Pittsburgh. So the Rangers not looking too good in this one, and I'm going to look at my bullpen here, and I'm going to start warming somebody up. Kelly now is tired from being warmed up twice, so I have to not warm him up. So I'm going to warm up Martin and Sampson. And we're going to get back to the game now. I have two guys warm up, a lefty and a righty. And here comes the pitch from Chavez. And there's another base hit. Gotta wait till these guys are warmed up. And Stallings stays put at second. There's runners on first and second. Nobody out. Chavez delivers to Brian Reynolds. Foul or a foul out. And it's a foul ball. So we'll pitch to Reynolds again. Base hit to center field. Stallings comes around third. Everyone holds up, the bases are loaded. And now everybody's warm in the pen. So I'm going to make a substitution here. As Chavez has had it, I think. He has just been gotten to in this one. Now look at my opponent's lineup. They have Newman, righty switch righty coming up, so I mean, not much I can do against Reynolds here. Oh wait, no, it's righty switch. So not much I can do here with Bell and Cabrera, so I might as well bring in Sampson to pitch. Sampson will come in to pitch to Starling Marte here. The next two batters are switch hitters. And there's a walk, 8-9-5, so this is just unraveling mightily quickly. Here's a run scores on the walk. And it is 8-3 Pittsburgh. Nobody out. Josh Bell, the hitter now. There's a ground ball to short. Andrews throws to second for one. Relay to first. Bell beats it out. A run scores. It's 9-3. and there's one out with runners on the corners. And Melky Cabrera coming to the plate. Here's the pitch from Sampson. Foul or an out. Mazara's chasing after it. He runs out of room, and it's another foul ball. Sampson looks over at Bell. Sampson pauses and delivers. And it's going to be a ground out. Chopper towards first. Guzman backhands it. The throw to second for one. Relay to first, not in time. And it's 2 outs. It's 10-3 Pittsburgh. And fans are heading for the exits here. Adam Frazier to bat. And the pitch hits him 2-1-4, so everything that can go wrong for the Rangers here is going wrong for the Rangers here. Here's Elias Diaz. The 2-2 pitch. An error potential. And more than likely not an error. DeShields coming in hard. He's got it. And finally the inning is over. But Pittsburgh scores 5 runs on 5 hits. They leave 2 men on. We go to the bottom of the 8th. 10-3 Pittsburgh. And Delino DeShields leads it off. And walks with a 9-5-1 roll there. Liriano's still out there. They have Keone Kela warming in the Pittsburgh pen. Will they bring him in is the question. I'm just going to hit and run here. 7-4. At strike 3, Diaz guns it to second. DeShields with a slide. He's safe. So a stolen base for DeShields here. And Jose Trevino is the batter with 1 out. Liriano checks DeShields and then delivers, and it's going to be a base hit. No one is going to get this one. It's going to be a double. DeShields will score from second. It's 10-4. Back to the top of the order, and Shin-Soo Choo. And there's a strikeout, 3-5-7, 2 away. Danny Santana, 1 for 4 on the night. Liriano delivers the 1-1 pitch, and it's going to be a hard ground out to short. Newman fields it. The throw to first, high throw, but Bell snags it for the out, and we go to the 9th. 10-4 Pittsburgh. And it looks like the Pirates are going to beat the Rangers here tonight. Jung Ho Kang will lead it off. And there's a strikeout, 3-2-0, 1 away. Now one thing I'm doing is I'm leaving Sampson in to pitch. And I'm just letting him get some innings. It looks like we're not, the Rangers are not going to, my team's not going to win this game at all. And so when that happens, you kind of will want to let your pitcher pitch and get some innings in. And fatigue does matter in this game, especially if you're playing a series, because your pitchers will be tired and will need to rest, and so you'll have to give them games in a series. So you'll want to give them games off so they are rested. Jacob Stallings is the pitcher, or is the hitter, excuse me. We were just talking about pitchers, so Sampson pitches, a deep drive, 6-8-3. It's going, gone, and the Pirates tack on one more. It's 11-4. Kevin Newman, now the hitter. 0-1 pitch, and it's going to be a ground out. To short, Andrews throws to Guzman, and there's 1 away. Or excuse me, 2 away. Brian Reynolds is the hitter now. And that's going to be a ground out. to Andrews again. And we go to the bottom of the ninth. Oh no, wait, excuse me. That must have been a replay. Oh well. Okay. Infield range 546 for Reynolds is what it is. I don't know what I hit there, but. And Guzman takes it to the bag himself. And now we go to the bottom of the ninth. The Rangers trail 11-4. Elvis Andrus leads it off for Texas. And it's a walk to lead things off for the Rangers. Nomar Mazara now batting. And we're going to hit and run here. And it's going to be an error potential. There might be an error on this one. And Newman makes the catch, no error, 1 out. Willie Calhoun is going to bat, and they're going to put in Neftali Feliz to pitch and try to shut the door here. Rangers will hit and run again. And it's a 2-4-3. Diaz is throwing to second. Andrews slides. He's safe. And so with 2 outs, Andrews on at second. And Odor stands in as the last hope for the Rangers here tonight. Here comes the pitch from Feliz. And Odor strikes out. And that is the ball game. The Rangers drop this one to the Pittsburgh Pirates, 11-4. And so it comes up with this nice little screen here that shows the final score of the game. You can choose to exit the game, show the game summary, or the box score. I'll bring up the box score. Come on. There we go. It's coming up. And as you can see, this is the box score for the game. Everything is detailed there. And down here, it has the game time, the time of the game, what stadium it was in, the weather, the wind, and specifically who the umpires were, the umpire crew. So that's kind of a nice touch as well. So that is Dynasty League Baseball online in a nutshell. Does anyone here have any questions before I sign off tonight? So yeah, what I can do now is I can exit out full screen mode and exit the game. I'll show you all. And now there's no game scheduled on the series. I can go into series versus computer manager, and it'll show that I last played a series game between Texas 2019 and Pittsburgh 2019 and lost 11-4 today. It looks like the stream is kind of slow. catching up to where I am here, but yeah, that is basically it in a nutshell. So I will wait and see if anybody has any questions for me here before signing off. Ken Castro says, "Thanks, Robbie. Enjoyed." I'm glad you enjoyed, Ken. I hope you'll give this game a look at. It's fun. I mean, it along with Replay Baseball are two good ones out there. This one, though, is, like I said, is subscription based, so you're either paying on a month by month basis or on a 6-month basis, depending upon what you want to pay for. As far as length of subscription wise is concerned, it does, the only difference is how long your subscription is, if it's going to go month to month or every 6 months you're going to pay. Each subscription option, you get the same game, basically. So that's about it, I think. Anything else that you all have? If not, I will go ahead and wrap this up. And if you do come up having any thoughts or questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. And I hope everybody